So we're just going to show you some etching, shading techniques. Okay, so we want to hold the machine 90 degrees. We're going to do some shading, okay? So the first sort of shading we're going to do is called whip shading. So you would whip in one direction towards yourself or away from yourself, okay? So what we're going to do is do whip shading towards ourselves. So if you want to balance on the little finger, as we discussed earlier, and we'll hold the handpiece at 90 degrees, okay? So what we want to do, top to bottom and out, top to bottom and out. What you want to do is not dig at the bottom and then come down like this. We want to get moving, and so you come down, top to bottom, lift out and come in, but it's fluid. You don't create a dig at the top, okay? So I'll just show you. Get moving before you go in, gently lower down, and just slow and consistent. Okay, so that was a whip towards myself. So you can whip away from yourself. Now, whipping away, you do get more of an intense look. Okay, so this is great for whipping off the top of eyeliners to create a smoky effect, and whipping away at the front of an eyebrow, or whipping up from the bottom of an ombre eyebrow. Okay, so you get moving again in your pendulum motion. Okay, so that's a whip away. Now, going in both directions in the skin or the latex is called a pendulum motion, okay? So you would go hover and get moving before you go. So this is a pendulum. What we're doing now with the machine, she'd basically do that in the skin or the latex. So top to bottom. You see that? Very dusty, very soft. Okay, so I'm going to show you, that's whipping away, whipping towards, and pendulum. So the next thing I want to show you is pointillism. So pointillism is basically at 90 degrees, just very, very light, tiny dots. This is great for basically the fronts of ombre eyebrows and the tops of ombre eyebrows, just to keep it dusty. You would not do this in a lip, an eyeliner, or on a hair stroke brows. This is just basically for the fronts of ombres and at the tops. So very lightly in a random motion. Then you have to go as fast as that, because you don't want to be in the skin too long, because you don't want to create dark spots. Okay, so that's pointillism. I'm just going to show you some etching. So etching is basically, we would use this to outline your ombre eyebrows, outline your lips. You would etch in a lash line, and you also etch doing your hair strokes. Okay, so all of this is done leaning on your little finger. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to do a hair stroke. So you might want to obviously have a practice without as you get more confident, but you might want to just draw some lines with your China marker and just follow those, just to get your hand muscles used to this and used to the weight of the machine, okay, and used to doing a pendulum. So it's very delicate work. So just get moving slowly, and as you hit the latex, slow and consistent, up, down, like 2 to 3 millimeters at a time. Okay, so you're not like pressing down into it. And you whip off at the end, okay? This is etch, pointillism, pendulum, whip shading towards, and whip shading away.